Ada Army, Cardano crew, Keith at Crypto Bullseye, and this is going to be a heart-to-heart from me to you guys. Do not fear now. It's the wrong time in the market to start being fearful. Now, we've been in a bull pennant for some time. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not just going to bring you the good with Cardano. I'm going to bring you the bad. I'll bring you the ugly. I'll tell you exactly how I see it. So for the first time, we've dropped our head from this bull pennant. This is where a bull pennant becomes bearish, guys. So you need to prepare for downside. Now, I know what you're all thinking at the moment. Everybody's mind is just thinking about rate cuts, rate cuts, rate cuts, rate cuts. We've got FOMC today. FOMC tends to give some kind of a drive and narrative for the market. However, it's pretty much guaranteed that there's not going to be any rate cuts. What does that mean? Market's already built it in. What does that mean? Pain's already happened. We've had this downside over the last few days going into FOMC. Let me tell you now, guys, the driving catalyst that's going to get send crypto into alt season, that's going to send Cardano straight to $2. It is not going to be a rate cut, guys. It is going to be a news event, something that is going to change crypto, and something I expect Mr. Trump's going to announce. So we need to be talking about these key levels on Cardano. What needs to hold for us to get more upside? And if we get more downside and negative sentiment, what levels are we likely to hit? Okay, guys, so we are starting with Cardano today, but it's not just going to be Cardano. I've got an XRP video update later, ICP video update later, and the midweek market update I'm moving from today into tomorrow, guys, due to FOMC. So drop all of your altcoin requests, literally everything, in the comments, and I'm going to cover every single one of them. It's going to be a marathon tomorrow that I'm probably going to regret saying. So drop them anyway, guys, and I promise I'll go through them. But we're going to be talking about FOMC very shortly. We're going to be talking about FOMC because although FOMC, like I say, is not going to drive alt season, it does have an impact on the market. Why do you think it has an impact in the market, guys? Because it creates a degree of uncertainty. When there's uncertainty in the markets, you get stagnation at support and you get stagnation at resistance because they're waiting for a driving catalyst, or they're waiting for some kind of indicator as to whether there's going to be fear in the market going forward or greed in the market going forward. And Mr. Powell, when he stands up tonight, guys, I'll ask you to do a task. This is a bit of homework for you. Get your trading view charts on. Get on the 1 minute chart, the 3 minute chart. Do not trade this, guys. Get on the 1 minute chart, the 3 minute chart. Pick whatever altcoin you want, Bitcoin, whatever. Watch how the market moves when Jerome Powell speaks. Watch how he'll say something positive in one sentence, the market will go up. It'll take it positively. That'll be followed by something negative. That'll be a drop. Then he'll say something that's open to interpretation, stagnation. Then it'll be up and then it'll be down. During the course of his speech, watch what the market does and watch how the market is manipulated. Now, let's ask this question. If I did that in front of anybody, if Mr. Musk did that in front of anybody, if anybody in the world other than the Fed, other than Jerome Powell, stood in front of the world and manipulated the market by saying things that were open to interpretation during the course of your speech, not giving any kind of directional bias until towards the end, would you say that that's market manipulation? Do you think that we go to jail for that? It's a funny old system, isn't it, guys? But unfortunately, we have to tap into this system. We have to understand this system. We have to play this system. So back to Cardano. Cardano's sitting at 92 cents. What needs to happen in the short term? What I'm trying to say is, as far as FOMC is concerned, we're waiting for that decision. Is this going to reject? Is there something he's going to say that's going to be negative, that's going to push price down and reject at this level? Reject at this bull pennant here. If we do reject at this bull pennant here, where are we likely to move to? When you've got a bull pennant, you're looking at the low of the bull pennant. That's usually your first line of support. So if we just stick this on here, that's our first line of support. Clues look left, guys. Clues look left. Is this going to... There we go. There's your first line of support. That was a big build-up of resistance price action for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days before it broke through. Come back down. You can see this candle wick here, guys. If I just zoom in. Buy orders, buy orders. So that's indicating strong buy orders at this level, and you've got strong buy orders at this level. But that's my next level for support, guys. So what I'm saying is if you're holding Cardano, I'm holding Cardano, and you're trying to average your price down, I don't know what price you got Cardano. If it's up here, down here is averaging your price down. If you got it down here, then you're averaging your price up. So you need to think about what position you're already in on Cardano and whether you're averaging your position up or down. Because the aim of the game, guys, averaging your position down and then scaling out of your position in the bull run. That's the aim of the game, not just continue to average your position up. Otherwise, that's a recipe for disaster. So if it does drop to the downside, it's looking like it's potentially a 15% move. So worst case scenario, around 15% for Cardano in the short term. What is the rest of the market doing? We've got total 3, the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum, guys, and it's still broken and it's still holding trend nicely. This is positive. This is waiting for a narrative. Cardano's waiting for a narrative. Bitcoin is definitely waiting for a narrative. And you see this, guys, because Bitcoin's run from the 1st of January 2023. It's run from the 1st of January 2023. Bitcoin has made most of its gains. Anyone that thinks that Bitcoin is just going to do 3, 4, 5, 6x from now, probably mistaken, and certainly in the next year or two, guys. So the rotation starts from Bitcoin. But what happens is Bitcoin drives the way, and then people get confidence to come out of Bitcoin into altcoins. And you can see we're at a strong resistance level on this Bitcoin chart here. So if this starts pulling back, and then the Bitcoin dominance, here's the Bitcoin dominance. If the Bitcoin dominance pulls back out of this ascending wedge, back at this support level, that means that the altcoins are not going to be bleeding as much as Bitcoin. That means that you should get an acceleration in total 3. So an acceleration in total 3, what would it look like on the dominance? This is what it looked like on the dominance, guys. Dominance down, total 3 up, Bitcoin given some kind of a directional bias. Bitcoin might lead the way, but it's not going to make as big a gains as what the altcoins are going to do now. The rotation has already started, guys. We hit 62% up here as far as Bitcoin dominance is concerned. It's going to be a strong ask to get all the way back up to 62 and create that double top. If it did, guys, that would be a capitulation event before the start of an alt season, before the start of a new bull rally. So that's what I'm looking for in Cardano, guys. We're doing XRP in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget, Mammoth altcoin show tomorrow, so drop all your altcoins in the bottom and I'll see you in the next one.